All right, this video is going to be in two parts. I'm going to use the first part to address Nigerian leaders. And when I mean Nigerian leaders, I mean African leaders as well, because they all have one thing in common. And then the second part of the video is going to be about Africans living in the diaspora and by extension, descendant of African immigrants living abroad. I know this issue relates to, it's a Nigerian thing. Whatever prompted this video is a Nigerian thing, but I just want to generalize it. I want to use it as a medium to address all Africans and African leaders, because what affects one country in Africa affects all. African leaders, they all have one thing in common, and you know what, right? It's just so impossible to, ignore issues, especially when it relates to national identity, because at the end of the day, whether we live in the diaspora or not, we belong somewhere. And if we choose not to belong to our ancestral home or our original country of origin, I call it original because even though we are first generation immigrants, second generation, third generation, at the end of the day, the Onyibo people, they will still ask you, where are you from? Like, where are you from? So they believe, you originated from somewhere, right? So, and obviously, if you look like me and you live in a place like America, Canada, UK, this thing, now once they will tell no, say, okay, this one is not fully, you understand what I mean? So I go to talk and small, so and I'm sure you people will all understand. So it's very difficult not to talk about this kind of issues when they come up. So recently, something was trending about Kemi Badenock. So Kemi Badenock, as we all know, is the newly elected leader of the opposition party in the United Kingdom, Conservative Party. She succeeded Rishi Sunak, and Rishi Sunak himself was also a descendant of an immigrant from, I think, East Indian or so. So when she got elected, our own very Abike Dabiri, chairman or chairperson of Nigerian Diaspora Commission, tried to reach her, place a couple of calls to her. She ignored. And after all said and done, she recently came out to say why she decided to ignore the Abike Dabiri. In her words, she said she does not want to involve in the Nigeria political space and all that brouhaha that is going on there. And she recounted her experience, when she relocated to Nigeria briefly, her GSS 3, her experience with the blackouts, no light, blah, 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 and that she just wants Nigeria or African leaders to deal with their issues. She does not want to get involved. And that scenes have generated a lot of, varying opinions, and I'm just here to drop my opinion. So if this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, please do me well to subscribe. And for those who are already subscribed to this channel, thank you very much. I know I have been away for a while, and I'm gonna be back, but I just want to say something about this quickly before the whole issues goes cool. Then let's get right into it. And then let's start with the Nigerian government or Nigerian leaders. I just want to say one thing. This is actually a big shame. I'm going to come to Kemi and other, first generation immigrants like her. I'm going to come to that. But first of all, let me address Nigerian leaders. For Kemi to say that she does not want to associate with Nigerians, African leader, and I think that should be very thought-provoking and very shameful to the leadership of the country, because there has to be a very good reasons for that, right? So if you, one of your own, because I think Kemi is still one of our own, right? There has to be reason, and this is a time where Nigerian leaders really need to sit tight and, kind of, redefine their relationship with the citizens, both home and abroad. You see, if Nigeria had created that opportunity, or let me say, like fertile ground for many of her citizens. It's not just Kemi, Badenock. There are other people like Kemi who are, you know, soaring high, doing very well, you understand, and who have totally refused to disconnect with Nigeria, right? If Nigeria is to be a very good country, or rather Nigerian leaders are really on top of the game, these are people that will be very proud to say, you know what, I'm from Nigeria. They will be proud to relate and to, you know, want to contribute their own part, you know, to this Nigerian, to the development of Nigeria as a nation and the citizens as well. Okay, let's take an insight from Obama's leadership when he became the president of America. I know America and Kenya, you know, became kind of very close by virtue of the fact that one of their own, Obama, even though Obama was born in, just like Kemi was also born in the UK, right? Obama was born in America, and he still identified himself to his roots. Even as a senator, he traveled to Kenya with his wife and his children. So he did sever that ties. They were still intact. And even when he became the president, he was still proud Kenya. He still was, you know, in a very good relationship with the president, because the president reached out to him. You know, Kenya at that time, you know, was in a very good books of America. So why is Kemi in this case trying to distance himself from Nigeria and its leadership? I think this should be a time for the government to really sit down and think where they are going wrong and to try and do better and fix things. And with that said, let's talk about Kemi. I know a lot of people are taking side and say, oh, she's doing well. Like, what do you expect? Nigeria have nothing to offer, blah, 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 blah. But before we start saying these things, let me just remind us that recently, Ghana gave citizenship to more than 500 Black Americans who repatriated to the country, I mean, Ghana, gave them citizenship. And despite of their American citizenship, they were so happy. They shed tears of joy, giving testimonies, how they are happy, you know, and all that. So that makes me wonder, like, there is something unique about our roots. Something very, very unique. And these Black Americans we are talking about are not even first generation, the second generation, third generation, not even fourth generation. Kemi is just first generation. And even at that, she's been to Nigeria. She went to school there. I don't think it's already time for her to start severing ties. So I fear for Kemi's children as well. If Kemi is for this opinion, then I can already assure you that Kemi's children might not even have any recollection if they have any family that has connection or root with Nigeria. So that one will conveniently and safely say is the lost generation already. So again, back to the African American who came to Africa, Ghana in this case, became citizenship, they are happy and all that. Have we bothered to ask why? Upon a whole America, where it be say, everybody, some people, they sell, Africans, they sell their properties, sell their houses, sell business. They want to relocate, go. And then you see these North America, these Black Americans, who now only here they take here say, their fathers, up to the 20th generation, when you say they don't even fit trace. Here when they tell you they came from Africa, the region from Africa, they decided to take it upon themselves to come and trace. Can somebody please send this video to Kemi so that Kemi herself will think and say, why, if those people can do that, Live all the pleasures, all the 24 hours light like we will fantasize, the good roads and everything, and decided to come to the most rural area of Ghana to settle, to live off the grid. Have Kemi wondered why these people are doing that? A recent case was that of Chidinma, the Nigerian Miss Universe. Have we wondered why Chichi was born in South Africa? Born. Now they born now. Grew up there after 22 years. The time the country is supposed to stand for her. And that time the country deny her. Kemi hear all these things. Kemi thinks say with all these things she's doing now, that will make her someday a prime minister of UK. I doubt. She said Margaret Thatcher is her mentor. Margaret Thatcher different from her mom. Either the way they even look in the first place. That one different. Kemi to say someday she's going to become the prime minister, and the best way she can do that is to sever her ties. Let's not be fooled, Let's not be fooled. No matter the socio-economic class or position, political position you have attained, if they get where they reach, like, not them, when give you the platform to solve to that point, now they go still bring you down. At Shebi, and they hear everything they happen to our brothers in America these days. PDD case they just conclude that one, finish that one, finish. Now, Jay-Z, and the list goes on and on. Could be anybody, anytime. So forget that thing, that maybe your position is high, you are, dining with the Johns and all that. By the time they are done with you, now then go still bring you down. So, but then at least the advantage that you have is that you have a place you can always call home. It isn't all those people when they be doctors, like one new orthopedic that just relocated to Nigeria now, that is, doing wonders with bones and all that, like one kind of doctor. I don't know their name. I don't want to make this video about everybody. It's not their clear eye that they come back home. Not be their clear eye. Because the same country, those countries will give you platform to rise. Now, those, if they want to bring you down like this, not just in the tickle of an eye. They are just looking at that woman, Kemi, just making us. They don't like her. They don't even like her. I even hear say they are always referring to her, the immigrant, even though she was born there. You wait. For some reason, election won't come and she won't come out, say she won't become the... You wait the way they would take. The points when they will take use against her. She herself, she go there surprised. That really? These people get all these things from mind to use against me? Home is somehow, I know everything. You get as to be, especially insecurity. Things are hard. A lot of people have tried to relocate back home. They run back. Things are not moving fine. But at the end of the day, the fact that you have a place you call home, the fact that you have a place you confidently carry your bally, you carry your load, they go and they go receive you, they go welcome you, is a thing of joy, is a thing of, comfort. A lot of Oyibo people, when we say they're there, when we say their frustration, we say they don't get anywhere they want to go. They are here, but they don't want to be here. So what they do sometimes, they go to a place like Mexico, Singapore, and all that. They don't want, some of them know they want to come Africa because of waiting that they hear, or because of things like this Kemi they talk about now. But you that have a place you can go, well, sometimes they envy us, that at least we have a place we can come home. We can come home. And that is why sometimes they put eye for our body well, because they don't say, and they don't even expect us to fully accept like that. They don't say, we value our nationality very well. That's where we from come. They don't say we value it. They don't too trust us like that. Because they know we have a place we can always go. They don't say when everything bad here, we can always go back to our tent. So if you that have that opportunity now, you want severe that route, that's your choice. So I personally don't think no matter how bad it is, no matter our leaders or everything, I think she should even be lucky that they extend an olive hand towards her to come. Look at this other auntie. And Chukuma, I don't know how to say her name. I don't think if she get the opportunity, they're going to give Kemi, I think she will use it. If they give her that opportunity. She's interested in our national matters and national issues. I remember when they just, the recent presidential election, when Tinubu, the elector as a president-elect, I know how she write letter to the American government to say, make the nose. Although, as much as I didn't like what she did, but at least that's her own way she can, you know, put body for the matter. Kemi on her own, no just want put body at all. You know, even one made they even recognize her. Ah, that is too bad, oh. I'm even really, really embarrassed. Omo Yoruba. Ah, oh, girl. Anyway, guys, I'm trying to get back on YouTube again, but I don't know what's holding me back. Please pray for me. I want to be back here on this space again, but, you know, you get as things be for now, but Baba God will help us. Thank you very much if you have watched watched this video to this far. If you have watched this far, thank you very much. Kindly subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Share with friends and families and let them hear this video. Let them see this video. Whether you are back home, you are willing to relocate, know that you are not relocating to a place of no return. No? There's no place like home. And if you are already abroad or you have children abroad, always lecture them. This Auntie Kemi matter now. I'm not sure say the teacher and where perhaps maybe the second when she for grow up, her parents were one of those who were always backlashing and saying negative things about Nigeria and all that, or Africa. And then she grew up like that to just carry on with that legacy, maybe. So teach your children, no matter how bad it is, no matter how poor your parents are, no matter how ugly they are, your parents not your parents. So on this, I'd like to draw the curtains on this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.